Okay, I wanted to name this presentation Behind My Smile because it's what I wear today. I think that you can always give a smile to everybody, to the cashier in the supermarket, or to your mother, or to the old woman that is sat with you in the bus. It just can warm up everybody. I was born in 1993, I was told you before, in a normal family in the south of Italy, where family is really important. I was a good daughter, I was a good student, I did sport and what everybody was doing in my age. And actually, my parents were working when I was a child, and I spent most of the time with my grandmother in the kitchen. And if when you are a child, a few kilos extra are, at least in the south of Italy, are concerned like you are really healthy. I don't think it's the same when you are a teenager and you weigh a little bit more than the others. So I started to grow up and I started to ask myself why I was not like the others. I was not seem beautiful like all the other girls, all my classmates, all the girls in magazine just because I couldn't wear the same dress like them, and most of them because this societies is made by stereotypes. We must be tall, we must be thin, we must be beautiful, fashionable, and I didn't fit any of these categories. So I start to be to think that I was not able to be like the others. I was like the rare one, the ugly one. So I say, I don't have the power to change my life. I will be in my comfort zone. I will eat, I will continue eat, and that's it. But in some way, I wanted to people love me. So I start to think I have to think about how can other people love me. My power was that I wasn't not ashamed. I was not ashamed to speak. I wanted to defend the others. I want to represent the others. So people start to believe in me, to see them, to see me like their leader, and that was more or less the cover that I had. No, I was the strongest one, the fat one that could fight against everybody. During my when I grow up, I started to work in bar, restaurants, and all the people were always asking me, "How can you always smile?" No, because I always printed on my face this smile, and it was like for me natural. All the time I was starting my shift. I was okay, Gloria. It's show time. It's time to dress your beautiful smile. And my boss was happy because when people were coming back and tell him, where is the chubby girl? Can the chubby girl can make me a coffee? Because with her I'm more happy. 10 times break for coffee. It's like okay. But I started to hate myself more and more and more. In the same time I was doing university, and university makes parties, and people, guys, actually were coming to me just to ask my friend's number. It was not really funny, no? So what I was doing, I fight with myself for 7 years, more or less, and while I was smiling in front of the other, I was crying alone. I went in a really huge depression, and it's not easy to change. I didn't speak with anybody. I didn't have the power, but I don't know what's happened in 2019. One day I went out from the shower, I was naked, I saw myself in the mirror, and it was like, okay, I'm not the same person that I saw like 5 years ago in the mirror. I've lost like 15 kilos, but I was continuing dressing the same clothes. I was so focused on what the other people were thinking about my image that I didn't even realize that my body was changing in a natural way without any stressful diet or in any stressful way. 1 month later, that realization, I wanted to change my life. I backpacked everything. I left my work, my job. I changed city. I started a new life, and most of that I put aside all the toxic thought that I have in my mind, because I start to say I don't want to be what the others wanted me to be. I want to be just myself. So I start to do sport, to eat healthy, to see them like my best friend. Also during my travels, I was okay. Today I will not take transportation. I will do 30 kilometers by foot, but then I will eat McDonald's, you know? But what did I learn from this experience? That people don't have to judge others. You don't have to feel bad for the other people thought. You must be feeling comfortable with yourself and don't care about the others. We are the one that write the stories of our life, not the others. Right now, I can see myself in the mirror. I have a lot of imperfection. Of course, I have. I think perfection doesn't exist, but I love myself because I feel comfortable with my body. So, does exist a formula for the eternal love? Mathematician put that I show you on the screen on papers. But what I think is that the eternal love is just to love yourself, your life, your body, and just after that, you can start to love other people. Because if you doesn't accept yourself, your body, you cannot love the others. So now, before I was smiling for the others, now I'm smiling first for myself.
Bravo!